Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel where we talk about anti-aging and microneedling and radio frequency and gua sha and makeup tutorials and hairstyling and physical fitness and yoga and everything that relates to a happy and healthy lifestyle. And so if you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you. And if you have just stumbled on this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. And so earlier today, I want to just say that I did a full tutorial on my daughter, because I used to be a hairdresser, of trimming her. She has natural curly hair, trimming her hair and applying face framing layers to the front. And so it was a live, so if you want to go into my channel, you should be able to find it under the live videos. And if you're interested in checking out that video. And so for today, this video is going to be a makeup tutorial. And so I hope you're having a good day, and let's get into it. Okay, so here we are today again, ready to do another makeup tutorial, and I hope that you're having a really good day. And so we will start out with concealer from e.l.f., and this is a moisturizing, hydrating concealer. And so I want to thank you to the new subscribers. I want to thank you, and to my subscribers that have joined me, I want to thank you and welcome you. Okay, and so I just kind of put it in and pat it in, and then just let it sit for a minute. And what I'm going to use today is Jane Iredale Dream Tint. This is a medium, and it's a tinted moisturizer. So I haven't gotten on here for a few days. I've had my daughter that's in college, going to be a nurse, visiting. And so, and she's still here, and I'm going to go live. I can finally go live, and I thank you guys. It's all because of you that I can actually go live now. And I'm going to go live after I get done getting my makeup on, and I'm going to do a, because I used to be a hairdresser, I'm going to do a tutorial of trimming her hair for her and showing you how I do it. Okay, so that's all patted in. Make sure you get around your hairline and right here and your jaw down to your neck and behind your ears. And so I'm going to use the Lancome bronzer and pat it in. And then I have my retractable brush that I use to just blend it. And I try to do just patting it in instead of rubbing. And then I take my fingers and I make sure I get it in real good. So if you have anything that you want to suggest, just leave it in the comments. Or anything you want to talk, if you want to share. I'm open to all your suggestions, and I really like hearing from you. Okay, so I'm going to dot that here and dot that right on the apple of my cheeks. And I don't go down too low with the blush or too high. I kind of want to, do it in a fashion that I'm pulling my face up. And I have my beauty blender that I use. A lot of people wet theirs. I find that it just doesn't work for me to wet it when I'm trying to blend my blush in, because it takes off a lot of the color. Okay, and so then I just blend around and leave a lot of the color in the middle. Okay, so for my eyeshadow today, I'm going to use my Tarte. And I'm going to use this darker brown that's in the corner. And then I just put it right there at the corner of my eye and pull it over. And pull it over. And then I have my magnifying mirror. And I just kind of take a spongy and blend it a little. I really enjoy getting on here with you and doing my makeup, and I really hope that you're learning and from my tips. And a lot of times I just put in my past videos I would just put the bronzer on, but today I use the tinted moisturizing cream to give myself even more of a glow. And then I like to blend after I use the sponges, I like to blend with my fingers to get it blended really good. Because as we get older, it's really, really important not to have any harsh lines with our makeup to blend everything. Some contour right here in the middle where we get those dark areas, and then just blend that up and over and blend it up and over onto the eyelid. So the funny thing is that I finally could go live, and I went live yesterday, and I don't know what I'm doing at all. First time I've ever going live. And so the first video I made, I was putting my hair up in Velcro rollers and doing a live, and I turned on the green screen and I didn't know how to turn it off, and it had all this green behind me and all this crazy stuff was going on. I didn't know if anybody could even see me, if I was even live or if I was private. It was crazy. And because everything is a learning curve. And believe me, there's a lot of stuff that you have to learn in all this. And so I'm going to try it, like I said, one more time today with my daughter when I'm trimming her hair, and we'll do it live. But I put that crazy one to private. But there is some lives in my channel with the Velcro rollers in, and me showing what it looked like, after the outcome of what my hair looked like after the volume and that the Velcro rollers gave me. there was a final result and stuff that I put on there. But let me tell you, I think that there's going to be a real learning curve for me in this going live. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to put like a light color on my eyelids. And I am a learner. Okay, I can learn things. I'm just not a fast learner. Okay, so I'm going to go right there again in the corner. And I'm using this really pretty kind of light, maybe it's a light peachy kind of look. I'll go right there in the corner and pull it over. So I've got to get this makeup on right if I'm going to go live when I do my daughter's hair. So one thing you always want to do is have your Q-tip and go up and make sure you have no eyeshadow coming down there. Today I'm using a Revlon Color Stay retractable and eyeliner, and in one of my videos I used a green, like a teal, and this is kind of as a greenish kind of forest type green, and so I'm using up makeup. I have a ton of makeup, and so I'm using up a lot of my makeup. We'll start right here at the end. On both sides. And then I curl my eyelashes. And I just kind of put my first coat, I put a thin coat. You don't put a lot. So that when I do the second coat, it's not clumpy. Okay, so it's the mascara. The first coat I put on is the e.l.f. Extender Brown tubing mascara, and then I'm going to put some mascara on and it's waterproof Great Lash Maybelline on the bottom. And I put it on the bottom, and I use waterproof because I wear contact lenses so that it doesn't, when I go to put rewetting solution in, it doesn't drip. So I do just a thin coat of mascara purposely because if I do it too dark, it's going to drag my eyes down and age me. And so I just do a thin coat on the bottom. Okay, and then I kind of go over and blend. Make sure that I'm not looking like a clown. I'm going to do my eyebrows. I brush them first. I'm using the Almay Blonde, and it's a little small retractable eyebrow pencil that I can draw them on with. And I'm going to draw first right here in that balding spot, and then coming down, and I'm using little strokes. And basically what I do with my eyebrows, I just fill them in. I go along the natural curve of my own eyebrow so it looks natural. And so if you have stumbled onto my channel and you haven't subscribed and you want to see more and be notified, please subscribe. And if you have subscribed, like I've said in many videos, I am so grateful for you. Now I just I brush them in an upward, following the natural curve of my eyebrows. And I really love this Almay eyebrow pencil in blonde. I always use blonde because I don't want any, dark eyebrows that would age me. But it's depending, you have to do what you have to do depending on what your skin color is. So sometimes it's an art just to find the right color. It took me a long time to figure out what my eyebrow, what color to use and research. And because some of the time when you get a blonde, you order or you buy a blonde eyebrow pencil, it'll still be dark. So it takes a while. Sometimes it takes some research to figure out what brand even works for you. Okay, so now I'm using the Milani tubing mascara, and I'm going to do my top lashes. Which I tend to put a thicker coat on so that it brings out my eyelashes. So there was a time that I was experimenting with the falsie eyelashes, and I was putting on, I was buying them and putting on the strip eyelashes. And I am going to tell you that this Milani tubing mascara is better than putting on false eyelashes. It really, really brings out the eyelashes. That's a little tip that I would like to give you is if you don't want your eyelashes to be damaged, and you want them to pop, give the tubing mascaras a try. Okay, so there it is for the makeup, and I will be back with my hair done, and I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so this is the hairstyle and the makeup and the finishing touches for today. And so I always end up, as in all my videos, I will tell you, it's summertime where I live and it's hot. And I always pin my hair up in an updo style. And so, so I hope you enjoyed my video. And I really, really hope that you're having a good day and a good week. And I hope you'll subscribe and follow me on Rumble. Because I'm on Rumble too, if you enjoy my content and you want to see more. And so I will see you in the next video.